trip near Teton National Park. After living in the snow my entire life, my brother and I decided it was time to try winter camping. If you don't know what a yurt is, this is a traditional Mongolian yurt from 1860. And according to author David Levinson's yurt article from 2002, they are also used in Turkey, Siberia, and Kazakhstan to this day. In the Western culture, however, they're used much as camping destinations, guest houses, and even post-disaster structures for like earthquakes and stuff in kind of third world countries. So this is the one that we stayed in, a little bit different from a traditional one, but keeping the same kind of architectural concept. And then this is like a yurt village just north in Big Sur that any of you could go camp at. So how do you actually book one of these things? For us, and generally the ones in North America, they're through private companies, and ones like ours that are far away from civilization actually require you to be guided there. And Backcountry Mag's Hut and Lodge Yurt Guide from 2014 actually outlines the commercial and self-guided yurts in every state, which California has 4 commercial ones and 3 self-guided ones that are ski yurts. So our journey started with a string of kind of half-hearted group messages with 4 of our friends and my brother, which culminated in the decision to book Baldy Knoll Yurt on the Wyoming and Idaho border about 2 days after Christmas. We decided this is the best time to go because everyone's really busy with family plans, so nothing's booked during this time. But planning is kind of the most painstaking part of the whole thing. So to start with packing, layers are the most important part. No matter what you think, when you're skinning around in the mountains, you will sweat and it will freeze the second you decide to stop. So besides layers, all you really need is your ski or your split board equipment with your skins, avalanche gear, and food. And that's it. And that's why I love this experience so much, because it really embodies the idea of simple living. So on the morning of the 26th, just after Christmas, we drove over from my home in Wilson, Wyoming into Idaho, and then back into Wyoming, where we met our tour guide and skinned 5.5 miles up Fox Creek Canyon back into Grand Teton National Park. So when we got there, we kind of arrived over this ridge, this pristine landscape with the yurt sitting on this wood platform, and she kind of gave us the rundown of the rules of the yurt and familiarized us with the kind of surrounding landscape. And then she left, so we were on our own for the next 48 hours. So what do you do now? So during the days, we kind of just adventured around the area. It was very high avalanche conditions during the time, so unfortunately we didn't get a lot of skiing in. This is us turning back from an area that was too dangerous to ski at. So we went and skied in the trees where it's much safer. So yeah, and then back at camp is where the simple living idea really starts. There's just a really few basic rules to the yurt. First off, don't pee in the culinary snow pit. Yes, the culinary snow pit is a thing. All it really is a designated area of snow above the yurt to keep contaminant free to then melt on the fire pit in metal buckets for drinking water. And one thing we learned is that you must bring electrolyte supplements because snow does not have the same amount as normal drinking water. So this is kind of that process there, melting, putting snow into this metal bucket just right on the fireplace. So other than that, really the only rule is to just respect the yurt and leave it how you found it, which means resupplying the firewood pile because that's your only source of heat. So there's a lot of keeping warm and chopping wood, but it's a lot more peaceful than it might sound. So, and then one of the best parts is on the last day when you get to ski down because you get to go down the 5.5 miles that you had to climb up on the first day. So that's how the whole process works and why I plan on making it a yearly tradition. The 2 days spending time in such a beautiful place with no phones or distractions gave me a true appreciation of the excitement and solitude that yurts have to offer. Yes.
Okay. Henry, how'd that go?
Not very well. I had really little time to prepare.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think could have been better?
Just more practice in general. I think trying to coordinate like the slides too with the, I don't know, practicing that, like actually using the slideshow in practice.
Mm-hmm.